Obviously, a disappointing start to the season. What went wrong there in that third quarter? Can you put your hand on?
I mean, I think just the rebounding. Overall, we couldn't get any rebounds, couldn't finish possessions. Offensively, I thought we got a little bit stagnant. You know, they came ready to play. We came out flat in that third quarter. That's something we're going to need to work on. You know, coming back, we know what we need to do. So we're looking forward to get back at it.
I mean, you guys were playing a little bit of different style during the preseason in terms of the offensive shot profile and also defensively with deflections. Did they take you out of that a little bit today with just the way they kind of flagged you down with their size?
I think we kind of took ourselves. I think, you know, as a whole, we were getting away from some of the things that we were used to doing this preseason and training camp, and, you know, we got to get back to that. And so going forward, like getting deflections, getting steals, getting our defense to turn into our offense, it starts there. So without that, you know, our offense is going to be what it is.
It seemed like they were a little quicker to the ball and just loose balls and stuff like that also in the third. Is that something that you guys noticed, and how do you turn that part of it around?
Yeah, I mean, loose balls, rebounds, you know, every 50-50 balls. I mean, we just got to come with a better mentality as a whole. You know, coming into these games, it's not the way we wanted to start. But, you know, it's a long season. Got to move on, got to get to the next one and figure it out.
Just slow pace. Wasn't active on defense. Didn't make them work. Once they seen a couple shots going in the second half, you know, their score erupted, and then we couldn't. They never looked back. So, you know, kudos to them for the first game, but we got to be more active on defense and make them work.
Midway through the second quarter, I mean, it's a close game back and forth going into halftime. It's only a 4-point game. What changed offensively that it just seemed to come to a standstill from pretty much the middle of the second quarter on?
I think we let our offense dictate our defense. And then, like I said, once they start hitting shots, score erupted and they never looked back. We got to be more active, and it started with me, both offense and defense. Everything. It started with me.
One of those games too, where I mean, after all the good of the preseason, how do you, I guess, not make too much of it, but at the same time understand that you didn't do things as a team well tonight that you need to fix for Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't play well at all, but you know, we move on. There's 81 more games, and that's the special thing about this league. We got another one Saturday, so you know, just be ready for it. Turn this thing around.
You guys did such a great job in the preseason turning over the basketball. That wasn't quite there tonight. Was it something they did particular, and is it something you guys think you'll put more of a focus on next game?
Probably sleep with the ball.
The energy too. I mean, the defense, is that where it starts? It seems like the movement, like they were just a step quicker to loose balls, to offensive rebounds, to steals. Is it a matter of energy, or what are some of the things you look at from that perspective?
They was a better team tonight. That's all I can say. I mean, they hit some shots. They played hard. We didn't, and we got to change that ASAP.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's get this over with.
Bam, considering how good it looked in the preseason, considering the optimism coming into this off the 3 days of practice, what happened? How and where did it turn south in your view?
I mean, we played bad. It's not really anything to that. I mean, that's as simple as I can make it. It's embarrassing, especially on a night like this for the Godfather Riley. You know, for us, it's short-term memory. I know it's the beginning of the season, but we don't want to create this as like a getting used to thing. For us, it's win or misery.
I know it's only one game, but offensively, did it feel like you guys got away from what you guys had been focusing on in the preseason, especially in that third quarter when they broke the game open?
I wouldn't say we got away from it. I feel like it looked worse than what it was because the ball wasn't going in. So it's going to look like we stopped doing what we're supposed to do, but I just feel like because we missed shots, I mean, we shot, 38% from the field. I mean, you're going to think we got away from it, but we just missed shots.
I mean, you guys have been so disruptive defensively all of preseason, 15 steals in all those games, and 2 steals for most of the game tonight until the last few minutes. Spo just said the activity level really wasn't there across the board. Where do you think the activity went? How do you get back to it?
I mean, I feel like the activity just died down. You know, first game, butterflies, everybody wants to play well, everybody wants to do the right thing. So for us, it's making that our identity first and worry about the offense later.
Ma'am, you were 1 for 5 from the field, 7 to 10 from the free throw line. What exactly did Orlando maybe do that maybe got you and the rest of the team overwhelmed? Maybe.
I mean, for me, man, it was just I was running the offense, and you fall short of that. Sometimes you get lost track of the game when you're trying to do the right thing all the time, and I feel like that's where me and Jimmy, gotta come together and figure out how we can be aggressive in the new offense.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
Offensively, did it feel like you guys got away from maybe some of the preseason things you emphasized, especially in that third quarter when they broke the game open?
Yeah, definitely. I thought in the first half it wasn't perfect, but the ball was moving. Our bodies were moving. I thought we were hard to guard. Whether shots are falling or not, that's never the result. The result never tells the story. I think really we felt like we were doing the right thing in the first half, and not too sure what happened in the second half. We'll watch the film and figure it out.
Tyler Spo was just saying that the disruptive defensive activity you guys had for most of the preseason just wasn't really there tonight. Did you feel like it went anywhere specific that you know why it wasn't there, or how do you get back to it?
I mean, just getting deflections, getting our hands on the ball, being active, have our minds, a step ahead, trying to, think the game at another level where playing one pass ahead where we can get in the lanes, like I said, getting deflections or getting steals. They were just too comfortable. I think it started the first play, the second half on one of the entry passes, and that kind of sets the tone for the whole game and for that second half there. So we'll be better. We feel like we're doing the right things. We just got to continue to build good habits, and it's the first game of the season. You can't, obviously, no one's going 82-0, so.
Tyler, obviously Orlando last year was a great defense, and they should have the same thing this time around as well. Do you feel like that was the reason maybe there were some struggles? Is the chemistry of the starting lineup not all there yet, or is it maybe something else?
No, I don't think it's, obviously Orlando has a great defense, but I feel like we have a good enough offense to be able to light them up, and honestly, we're getting good shots in the first half. We're generating good looks. It was a 2-point game. 3-point game at the half, back and forth in the first half. And, like I said, we kind of just fell apart there in the second half on both sides of the floor. When the offense started to kind of go in the wrong direction, felt like our effort, our intensity, and our attention to detail kind of just went out the window. And that can't happen for a team like us. We want to compete for a championship, and that's not it.
Speed, the offense, Ben was just talking about how him and Jimmy kind of have to figure out how to be aggressive in this new offense as well. Do you feel like that's just going to be an adjustment for all of you guys to kind of pick your spots and figure out what shot attempt number you're going to be at?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm not even worried about the offense, honestly. I'm more concerned on our effort, our intensity, our attention to detail. I'm not worried about shot attempts or anything like that. We'll figure that out. We have a good enough game you see in the first half. We just fell apart in the second half, and I don't want to point it towards the offense. More energy and effort.
Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first half was competitive back and forth. What did you see in the first 8 to 9 minutes of that third quarter that allowed us to break?
I mean, they just absolutely overwhelmed us off our misses first. I thought we started the half getting okay looks. 4 of the looks were from 3, but those were the appropriate looks. This team really protects the paint and the rim. If you knock down 2 or 3 of those, maybe you get them to blink a little bit, but we missed those, and then they're just running it down our gut. And then from that point, it became either transition, offensive rebounding, or matchup based, where they just attacked us. Off of some of those matchups. And Banchero was great tonight. That's an understatement, but he forced a lot of different things out of our defense, and we need to shore that up, and we will get better with that. And offensively, we have to trust some of the things that we've been working on. in preseason. It's looked a lot different than this. Obviously, that's a very good defense. That's a top 5 defense. They're very active, long, so you have to trust, what we do even more.
Did you get to your game at any point, what you stressed in the preseason with the threes, with the pace, with the basket? Did you feel you got to that, or was it sort of
I felt
sideways?
like there were some very good moments in the first half. At one point, there was a couple points where we got up 6-8, and then, their second chance opportunities just really gave them life and kept their spirit alive, and allowed them to get back in the game and take the lead. But there were some good skirmishes in that first half. In the second half, we just didn't match that.
I think until the second half of the fourth, you guys only had 2 steals after getting so many steals in preseason. I know you want them to be disruptive. Was the activity there and the results weren't?
No, the activity level wasn't there. You don't need stats to see it. Like, you can feel it when we're active. It might not lead to steals, but what we've felt, the last 3 weeks, we didn't feel that tonight.
Just 2 of 13 combined for Jimmy and Bam. What was it they did to take away their shot opportunities? Only 5 shot attempts for Bam in particular. That seems.
Yeah, but he got to the line. He got 10 free throw attempts. Yeah.
But, 2 of 13 in total.
And the minutes, again, this team is really good at protecting the paint. We also had some chippies that we missed. That could have skewed it a little bit. We would have had to trust our half-court offense a little bit more. Some of the other triggers that we've been working on to keep the defense honest, but we weren't able to do that, and you have to credit them. Thanks, Coach. Yep.